Hey guys, my name is Rachel Carr. I'm a plant-based chef and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a recipe from Chinese cuisine called Dan Dan Noodles, but we're going to be doing a slightly lighter, healthier, and plant-based version that's also oil-free. Dan Dan Noodles are a type of street food. They can be served either hot or cold, and it's noodles in a sesame-based chili sauce topped with either pork or beef, scallions, and peanuts. We're going to be using shiitake mushrooms and baked tofu to get that nice meaty texture. This is a super simple and rustic dish. I think you're really going to love it, so let's get started.
Start by taking half a block of extra firm tofu and you're going to slice it into about 1/2 inch cubes. Now sometimes I recommend pressing tofu before you bake it, but actually with this technique it turns out beautifully without being pressed. Next, you're going to place the tofu onto a lined sheet pan, and then you're going to season it generously with salt and pepper, and then we're going to bake the tofu in a preheated 400-degree oven for about 40 minutes. You'll want to flip the tofu about halfway through the baking time, just to make sure that it gets nice and crispy on both sides. Once the tofu is done baking, you'll see it's nicely browned, it's crisp on all 4 edges, and it's going to give us a nice crispy texture even when it's been stir-fried in with the noodles, which I'll show you later in the video. Next, we're going to take about 3 ounces of shiitake mushrooms and we're going to slice them really nice and fine. If you have older, more mature mushrooms, I recommend removing the stem before you slice them. But if you have nice, young, tender mushrooms, go ahead and just slice them with the stem on. It should be fine. For the sauce, go ahead and take 1/4 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of tamari, 1 tablespoon of sesame tahini, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, 1 tablespoon of chili sauce, and 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, and you're going to whisk it together with 1/2 teaspoon of Sichuan pepper or a black pepper. Next, we're going to cook about 4 ounces of whole wheat spaghetti according to the package instructions until it's al dente. Then you're going to drain and rinse the pasta with cold water to stop it from cooking. And then you're going to set it aside until you're ready to make the dish. Go ahead and dress the pasta with half of the sauce, and then you're going to toss it so all the noodles are nice and coated. Heat up 1/4 cup of water and add your chopped shiitake mushrooms to the pan, along with 1 clove of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of fresh grated ginger, 2 scallions that have been chopped, and then the chopped baked tofu from before, and 1 tablespoon of chopped peanuts. And then we're going to cook these with a technique called water sauteing, which is when you cook them in the pan with water instead of oil. If you need to add a little bit more water during the cooking time, that's fine. Go ahead and add it. Next, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of mirin, which is a Japanese cooking rice wine. And then we're going to cook it for just about a minute or so, just to cook off the wine. And then we're going to add the other half of the sauce, and we're going to stir it in with the mushroom and tofu mixture. Transfer the dressed noodles to a serving dish, and then you're going to take the cooked mushroom and tofu mixture and you're going to spoon it over the top however much you like to use. You can have a heavy hand or you can just add a little, whatever you like. And then we're going to garnish with green onion, chopped peanuts, and I'm adding a little bit of steamed bok choy to the dish here. You can serve this dish cold, which is really nice because it balances out the spiciness, or you can serve it hot, whatever you prefer. Thank you so much for joining me today. For more delicious and healthy plant-based recipes every week, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to saute that like button.